And thanks again to Lindsay Nash, who's joining us as we learn more about different initiatives coming up across the Quinte area. But speaking of new initiatives, the City of Belleville has hired an e-commerce consultant, Jamie Hosking, who joins us now to talk about more as they continue to help and support local businesses across the Quinte region. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
So our friend Anne Monroe with the City of Belleville sent us a bit of an email talking a bit about this initiative, but what can you tell us? How did you get involved?
Well, Anne is part of the Economic and Strategic Development Department at the City of Belleville, and she, along with some others at City Hall, recognized a need for local businesses to either start an e-commerce business or add e-commerce to their existing business. And when I say the term e-commerce, not everybody might get that. What that means is online shopping, online selling of what your good or your service is, your product, to a local market. And certainly the COVID-19 pandemic has demonstrated that this is a part of business now, and it's not going away anytime soon. So the Belleville E-commerce Assistance Program was started by the City of Belleville, spearheaded by the folks there at the Economic and Strategic Development Department. This is a free program for businesses. We're targeting small businesses, independent entrepreneurs, home-based businesses, artists, anybody who could use some professional advice, training, input, guidance on starting or expanding their e-commerce efforts.
Okay, now do you have to have a physical store in the City of Belleville to operate, or could you be somebody like involved with the side hustle market and just have something out of your house?
Absolutely, yes. We are open to any kind of small business, especially those who are home-based and who don't have a storefront, who don't have a brick and mortar building that they're working out of. This is a great opportunity to expand your business and really scale it. You know, these aren't the days of our great-grandparents where when they wanted to start a business, they literally had to find a location and hire a staff and go through all the process of having a physical business. You can do this now for very little to no money. And in fact, we've partnered up with an organization called Digital Main Street. This is a provincially and federally funded organization, also with funding from Google, MasterCard, and other sponsors, that is really spearheading their own initiative, and we're partnering with them. They have professional consultants on the phone available to answer businesses' questions, and they partnered with Shopify to provide a 3-month no-cost online e-commerce store.
Okay, so how long is this program going to be running for?
Right now, we're scheduled to run throughout the summer. It should be wrapping up around the end of August. However, if we're seeing a lot of engagement and some real need in the business community, the local area, Belleville area business community for e-commerce assistance and training by somebody like me who has some experience and some background in this sort of thing, this might be extended beyond this summer into the fall.
So throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, the BDIA launched their Shop Local website directly a little bit earlier than expected to make sure all the downtown businesses here get off to a really good start quick and make sure everything's accessible online. For businesses downtown who already are associated with the BDIA, how are you going to work with them to specifically improve their own individual website?
Well, that was a great first step for a lot of businesses who weren't experienced with e-commerce in any way. And in fact, I actually used that website and purchased something on day one because I wanted to buy some croissants from Auberge de France on Saturday morning, and I didn't want to be disappointed. So I managed to grab some early on their website. But it was a great opportunity for businesses to see the power of the internet and to recognize that this doesn't have to be complicated. And it's a great kind of dipping your toes in the water experience for those folks. I'm hoping that if they liked what they saw and if the experience for them was positive, that they might want to expand on that independently on their own with either their existing website or maybe a Shopify website. Before the pandemic, retail online shopping wasn't as big as you might think it would be. Only about 15% of overall spending was online, but the pandemic fast forwarded that. So now we're seeing 40 to 50% of overall sales come from e-commerce transactions. So it's really important to make sure that if you have a good or a service even something that you don't think that you might be able to sell online. Piano lessons, you can package those up and sell those online. That's time and experience and a service that you're offering. So I'm encouraging anybody who has a small business, who has a home-based business, who has a side hustle, or who is an artist looking to sell their goods, or even lessons on how to do what you do and what you specialize in. Contact me at our website, which is BellevilleEcommerceAssistance.ca. I'll say that again. It's all one word, BellevilleEcommerceAssistance.ca. And we'll get back to you and make sure that you're on the right track towards getting online with an e-commerce website.
What's something that you find online businesses need to be successful? Is it about the images and getting a really good shot about products, or is it more about quick, concise information? What makes a business stand out online?
There's a lot that you can focus on, and it can be really overwhelming really quickly. And it can be really fun as well. So a lot of people get kind of obsessed with the minutia of it, making sure that everything is just right. There's a saying I heard: document, don't create. If you can put out more, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to fine tune it. You could be obsessed for days with this sort of thing, believe me. My feeling of it is, make sure that you have a presence online, make sure that you're engaging in social media, because they love it or hate it, that's where everyone's attention is. And continue to do that on a very regular basis. Everybody's walking around with a TV studio in their pocket. And if video is not your thing, maybe write something, maybe take some photographs. Whatever it is you do and you're an expert at, make sure that you're providing value, and people are going to want to come to you and spend money online.
How did you get to be an e-commerce consultant? What's your background in all of this?
My actual background is in retail and in corporate training. So there's a combination of factors involved here. I actually am originally from Toronto and moved to the Belleville area 10 years ago. Along with my family, we started a business. And after that, once that business wrapped up, I really enjoyed the e-commerce side of it, the website, the attracting, social media attention and that sort of thing. So through a great provincial government program, I went to Loyalist College and got some education there when it comes to internet applications and web development. But what I really enjoy doing is actually educating people about this sort of thing. So I'm currently an instructor at Community Learning Alternatives, which is a nonprofit adult learning center here in Belleville. There are locations around the Quinte region, and I specialize in digital skills and digital literacy. So in addition to what I know about e-commerce and web design development, social marketing, I'm also an instructor as my daytime job. So I'm going to be able to provide training, education, and support without having to rely on learning it yourself and diving into everything that's available when it comes to knowing about these types of subjects online. There's a lot out there, and a lot of it is really a sales funnel. So this is an opportunity where it's a zero cost to businesses. I'm not selling you anything. I'm here to provide help and make sure that you're on the right path to make sure that you've got a great e-commerce business.
And under this new program with the City of Belleville, you working with them, how often can businesses meet with you? Is it a consultation by appointment only, or how often can they have a chat with you up until the end of this program?
We really have not set any kind of parameters. This is a very loose and relaxed program where the meat and potatoes of it, of course, is the consultation and ongoing support. For as long as the program is running, I'm available to businesses, of course, by appointment. Most of it is done online, whether by phone or by Zoom or Google Meet, whatever your preferred way of doing it might be. And of course, if you need support when it comes to using those platforms, I can help with that as well. But no, we really have not set a lot of parameters with it. There are basically three aspects of the program: the actual consultation. We also have a great resource library with a variety of different subjects about using Spotify and digital marketing that's available on our website, BellevilleEcommerceAssistance.ca. And there's also access to Digital Main Street, which is a fantastic program that's going to allow you to get that trial Shopify e-commerce store. They also have a massive library of resources there and access to their consultants as well. So even after the end of this program, if at some point, and when at some point it does end, The Digital Main Street program is an ongoing program that once you're enrolled, you are part of, and there's no cost with that program as well.
All right, as always with Quinte Connection, we have a couple things to look up as we finish another show. Jamie Hosking, once again, the new e-commerce assistant and associate consultant, with the City of Belleville, helping all the shops in Belleville and anyone else really with a business get back online more. Jamie, thank you so much, and that concludes another edition of Quinte Connection.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
All right.